Hi, and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff. Today is going to be part 6 of the Daily Bugle, set number 76178. And we are very close to being done. We are on bag 16, the last bag. There were a total of 2 bags, so it'll take a little bit longer than normal, but it's a good one. And let's go ahead and get started. And I hope that you guys are having a good day out there. I have had a completely stressful day, but some days are just like that. And here we started off with building Spider-Man, and he is the man of the hour because this set is basically mostly about him. So we've got him and got his trusty web here going. Then next we're going to build Doc Ock. So I was looking at Lego's website, and it looks like the world map is completely sold out everywhere. And I have friends literally everywhere, and unfortunately, even they couldn't get it for me because the different cities across the U.S. They just don't have it. So it looks like that's going to be a no-go for me for right now. I did just come from Target though, and that was cool. I was able to pick up 12 of the blue base plates, and those are mainly for the river. So, oh, I'm sorry, the river in my city mock. Hey John, how you doing? And how's your day been, John? But I had a good experience today, though, even though it hasn't been the finest of days. I cannot pronounce how much is the world map. It's 250, John. Even though I can't pronounce Marianne's last name, she used to work for Lego, and a lot of people know her in the Lego community. Really nice girl. And anyway, she lives here local next to me, and she ordered some Legos off me today. And so I put the order together. It was a large order, and went ahead and I always if an order is large enough, I'll do a local pickup where they don't have to pay shipping, and I'll meet up with them. But you know, if it's a small order like $10-15, no, I'm not gonna, because I have to take my time into account. Yeah, sure, the customer saves on shipping, but if I got to drive 20 minutes away for a $10 order, it's just not worth my time, so I don't do that. And how was my day, John? Honestly, my day was extremely stressful. There was just a lot of stuff that went on that just, wow, topped the cake, let me tell you. But anyway, I'm hoping the rest of my day will be better. I'm not one of these that believes that just because the day starts off wrong, it has to finish wrong. So I've had plenty of days that go well in the morning, and the afternoon is complete hell. And I've had the opposite. The morning's been complete hell, and the afternoon, by evening, I've totally forgotten that all that ever happened because the rest of it turned out well. So can't really complain too loudly. That's just life, and that's just the way it's going to be. Kind of reminds me of the grumpy old man on what was that, Saturday Night Live. That's the way it was, and that's the way we liked it. And hey, Maxis, how you doing today? And Maxis, I will say right off, I'm sorry I forgot to check your store. But here, let me, I'll be right back because I'm going to do something. So if I ever am going to do something, I like to write it down. So let me go ahead and I write down, I'm going to check Max's store. And if I remember right, you're in Germany, so I'll be able to find that pretty easily. All right. But work was actually pretty good today. Surprisingly a light load, and not to get too much into it, but my manager has. I have a new manager, fairly new manager, and it's been kind of rough going because every time you get a new manager, I've been in this position for 4 years, so I'm used to doing things a certain way, and then, a new manager wants things done a different way, and I'm kind of caught in the middle because I don't want to disrespect the manager, but at the same time, I've been doing this long enough to know what works and what don't. So, I would say we were butting heads at first, but now, things seem to be getting a lot better. I was able to have some time to explain to her why I do things the way I do, and she agreed with me that the way that I wanted to do it was great, and so I've gotten her backing, her blessing, and things are getting better because I'm able to do things in a way that I know will work. So I'm really grateful for that. Man, Doc Ock is taking longer than I thought he would. But if he's Doc Ock, Ock is 8. Shouldn't he have 8 hands instead of 4? Just checking. And John, you were talking about your internet coming in. When are they going to get that phone connected for you? So John says they should have promoted you. Well, I actually don't want a promotion. I don't. I've been a manager for 9 years total in my career, and I never want to do that again. I like being the middle man on the totem pole. So I don't want to be at the bottom, but the middle's fine. And Maxis says, all good, no rush. How many bags left? This is the last one, Maxis. The very last one. And a couple more comments here. Boy. Okay, I know I'm not seeing things. That's the problem. I'm not seeing things. Okay. And Greg says, went to Dallas instead of San Antonio. Is that a little closer for you? Or is that a little further from where you're at? And John says, who knows about disclosures of... for 911 service, that's included. Yeah. However, my house in Jersey is closing on the 15th. Well, cool. That's one more thing off your plate, John. I hope that goes smoothly on that part of closing in Jersey. And I know the last time I spoke, I was talking about a house. Another house came on the market for fairly cheap. Looked like it was kicked in the mouth. Well, before I could even see it, it's already sold. It's already, under contract. So I will not, after all, be looking at that house. I will have nothing to do with it, after all. And Max's Brick Store says, okay, and thanks for understanding. We got John, all I'll ever be is a grunt to the middleman. Yeah, sometimes I feel like that too. Because I honestly, if I was in management, I'd have to go to work every day physically to the building, and seeing as I live here in Utah and they're in Virginia, a promotion would require me to move back east. And I've already lived back east, and I'm just not interested in that because of circumstances, I've lived away from my family for several years because of the military, and now that I have the chance to be here with them, I don't. I'm not interested in moving back away from my family. So, and let's see. John says final nail in the coffin is getting off her health insurance. Yeah, that's a rough one, John. Especially at our age, you know. When you hit about 50, well, I'm not quite there, but I mean, when you hit 45, 50, you do end up developing a health problem or two. It's inevitable. And so, yeah, being off health insurance would be a kick in the mouth for me, too. And Max says, do you know what you want to build yet next? And the answer to that is yes. We're going to build Ecto 1, the Ghostbusters car, the new one. I have it sitting right there off camera. And if everything goes right, you can view tomorrow morning. It'll be 8 o'clock. It'll be 8 o'clock here, my time, which, if I remember, Max, you are 7 hours ahead of the East Coast. That's 9 hours ahead of me. So, yeah, 9 hours plus 8 would put you at 17. That's 5 o'clock your time. And please join if you can. Love to have you. And Greg's talking about up north near Oklahoma. Okay. And if I remember right, you're from the Houston area. John says, after all I've done, I never had an official title. Well, John, I'd argue maybe you did have an official title. You just didn't want to know what it was. Just kidding on that. It's a joke. Because I don't want to know what people say about me behind my back. And see, Greg says I'm staying across from, okay, Cowboy Stadium, all right. Yeah, I roughly know where that's at. And yeah, it's hot there usually, I know. And today, speaking of hot, today was, woo, let me tell you, it was hotter than, it got over 100 degrees here today. At least it's the dry heat. I gotta give a little credit right there. And John says, I hated the 2016 movie. It was terrible. You know what, John? I can't even speak to that because it was so bad in my opinion, I didn't even watch it. So that tells you already something right there, because I do watch a lot of movies, but I don't know, man. I saw the previews of that and I was like, nah, I'm good. So if they have a Ecto 1, where is the fire? Oh, they do have that, John. Well, spoiler, but hey, since you guys are here and you guys get the first word on this, I have the firehouse, and I'm going to go ahead and at the comparison video, I always like to have something, and that's going to be my comparison. It's going to be the Ecto 1 with the firehouse. Of course, they're not the same scale, but I always like to put similar themes when I do my my reviews if I have them, and that one I can. So, sure will. And Maxis says the Ecto 1 is very cool, and I can only recommend it. Yeah, it looks like a really cool build. I actually don't think anything's taken from it because it's not minifigure scale. I actually think with the larger scale, they're able to fit more detail, so I don't care that it doesn't have minifigures. It's definitely one of those sets that are meant to be displayed more than, more than played with kids, especially at the price point. You're not going to buy a kid one of those. Well, maybe you would if your parents are really well off, but yeah, not normally. That's definitely an adult one. The Daily Bugle. Yeah, I have really enjoyed this set. The detail on this is just amazing. Let's get the E going here. there you have it, the Daily Bugle. I'd love to see you do one of those exotic cars. Those are huge and pricey. Yeah, John. I've actually when I went to the Lego store this week and they did not have the world map, I almost picked up the green Lamborghini. That was really tempting. I really like that set, and I hope to be able to get it before it retires or goes out of style, however you want to put it. But it's definitely on my bucket list of Legos to get. Of course, I think just about every Lego set's on my bucket list, to be completely honest. All right, and then it includes the little bugle there, and they want me to place this thing. And I know it won't show up on camera right now, but I will show it eventually here. And Greg says the Aston Martin is very complex. Yes, it does look very complex. And that one's also on my list to build. Oh shoot, I grabbed the wrong one. Fix that in a hurry. I have been buying a lot more sets. For my store, because I'm trying to build it back up. I took a little holiday from it because with having my granddaughter here, I wasn't sure how I was going to be able to balance everything. And now that she's been here for a little bit, it's been easier and easier. So I do feel confident enough to buy some Lego pieces and set them in my store so that that does not die off completely. I don't mind if it dies down some because I am very busy. But I don't want it to completely disappear. I'd like to do that Byron. Okay, well, I'm not sure who's Byron, but this is a very interesting little spider car. I don't remember this in the movie. Of course, I'm being totally sarcastic. They often give them gadgets and stuff that they don't really have in the movies, but why not? And, well, I'm back to spoiling the granddaughter. She has this thing called a Barbie Dream House, and it's a very expensive, it's about $200 Barbie set, but it's 3 foot by 3 foot, and I checked the shipping price on that, and it's just going to be way too much money. So I'm going to go ahead and just rebuy it for her. So, well, there's the Bugatti, John, if that's what you're talking about. And my son Spencer has that one. It's already built. It was actually really nice and dusted it for him not too long back because it doesn't take much for these things to collect dust. Now, that is one of the reasons I like having it my stuff down in the basement, because it gets less traffic around here, so there's less of that. Oh shoot. Hey. I'm doing a live stream right now. I'll do it in a minute. Bye. Sorry about that. My daughter, Amanda, is the one moving across the country. And she left earlier this morning, and she called me. And she knows I have a live stream, so I didn't think she'd call me unless it was important. But apparently she just forgot I was doing a live stream. But sorry for that. You guys know I don't want to answer my phone during that, but I am concerned about her. That's a long trip, and she's doing it solo. So I got to answer that one. That call I felt like I needed to answer. So. And yes, one. I sent you a pic. Oh, okay. All right. Did you just send it? Yeah, the Bugatti. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one my son has. I think that one was like $300. And this is a really weird, like, tire situation with this. These tires are not quite large enough. Maxis says the orange Porsche, yeah, 911 is, yes, and it is really cool. My son doesn't particularly like Legos all that much, which should be a sin in this household, but he does like that one, and he does have that Porsche as well. And he has the older white Porsche, not the current white Porsche. It was a different one. Okay, so we've got Spider-Man's little vehicle going. And we've got it on here on the side. See if you can see that. All right. Well, this completes the build. I'm not ready to go just yet, and that's because there's just so much to this that I'll do a mini review right now. So, I do have the taxi right here, and we've got Doc Ock, we've got Carnage here, we've got Spider-Ham, just to name a few. There's 25 minifigures. There's a lot to this. And in addition, you've got Mr. Sandman right here on the side. Oh, well, that's one of the things about this building. The face does come off, and sometimes unexpectedly. Good thing is it's Legos. It just goes right back. And of course, like I said earlier, we have the man of the hour. We have Spider-Man himself, which we are going to attach. I will turn it around so you can see what I did. I put Spider-Man on the Daily Bugle. I hope you guys can see that. In fact, I'm going to switch screens just so I can see what you're seeing. Yeah, you're seeing Spider-Man. Okay, right here. We've got the fire escape. We've got the TVs going here. We've got Green Goblin coming through the building, which I think is really cool. And I love this like balcony ledge thing. This is just a really good set. I will do a full review video. And spoiler alert, I went through and built all of my Spider-Man sets that came out about 20 years ago. And one of them is this one right here. It is the subway car. And it's got a little thing that pushes it into spider webs to make it stop, just like in Spider-Man 2, the one with Tobey Maguire. So, all right. Well, guys, I really appreciate you guys joining in tonight. And this is a shorter one because I only had one bag to do. But thanks for viewing, and be safe out there. Be good to each other. And I will catch you on the next video, which will be tomorrow morning.